Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, it's 𝗙𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗃. Thank you for coming. As always, for the subscribers, thank you so much for the love and the support. I really appreciate it a lot. Thank you again so much. But anyway guys, first watch this clip before I even say anything. Come back and yeah, let me say something about it.
If you've been on TikTok for a while, you must have heard about a ton of Africans telling you that Europeans stole Africa's resources. Now there's a lot to say about that. First and foremost, most of these resources are still in Africa, and they're not being stolen by Europeans. They're actually being sold to Europeans by the African state leadership. Your own elites are robbing you. It's not us doing it, not anymore. The real issue, of course, is why aren't Africans using their own resources to do things? Why does Mr. Beast have to go to Kenya to build water wells? Why didn't the Kenyan government do it themselves? I suppose the Kenyan government could have done it themselves. They just chose not to do it. Nigeria is now a country of almost 220 million people, the largest country in Africa. But they only produce about 10% of the electricity that a small country like Hungary. Hungary only has 10 million people, but they produce 10 times as much electricity as Nigeria does. I mean, I know you want to have your Wakanda, right? But do you expect white people to give it to you? No, you're supposed to build it yourself. Having said all this, it is of course obvious that we Europeans in the north need to prepare for a possible, potential African rise in terms of technology and therefore also in terms of military capacity. And that means we in Europe need to already start looking ahead and thinking ahead about how we are going to win the war against Africa, because there will be a future war between Europe and Africa.
Well guys, as you've seen in the video, that is a white man and what he had to say. And a lot of the times, like this man was saying, African resources, yes, were stolen by Europeans, by the French, by the colonizers in the past times. It did happen, okay? And it has been going on. But we need to reach at a point where we have to really understand and really accept that at this point in time, they are no longer stealing the resources. They are actually being sold to the resources at a cheaper price. Like most of the times we come and say, oh, colonizers, oh, white people, oh, they did this, oh, they did that. I also do the same thing. I talk about the things that they actually did. I do talk about those things. But then we need to stop and pause at a second and be like, okay, yes, they did those things. They put their systems into the African continent. They left. And we pretend as Africans that we have independence in our African countries because we celebrate Independence Days every single year. So if we actually do those things, how come we cannot change the things that the colonizers put up? Most of the time, we tend to say Europeans or colonizers are stealing resources from the African continent. Okay, let's say it's true, but do they just come and start digging the resources and they take the resources themselves? Also, how many of the African people really know how many resources they have in their own countries? When you come to my country, Uganda, people don't even know that we actually have like gold. If they do know about it, they don't even understand or know what actually goes on with that gold. And I think as a state that governs a certain country, they need to be able to tell the mass, the people they govern, like, we have these resources, this is what we do with them, this is what these resources are going to help us get. Like, that's how I expect things to be done. But we are living in a time where we excuse our own people that look like us, meaning African leaders, and then we want to look at the Europeans. White colonizers or governments are not just going to come and give you power for free. Like, you know what, we are done colonizing you, we are done taking advantage of you, we are done doing these things to you. You know what, now it's time for you to take over. Do we actually think that is going to happen as African people, as black people? Let's look at Haiti. Yes, it is the first black dominated country that actually chased away the colonizers. Did they just have peace talks and have conversations and have meetings? We all know what they actually did. We all know what Haiti did. It's time for us to start taking accountability to our own selves, to our own people. The energy, the anger, the pain that we put on people that we already know don't want to see you succeed, we should put that same exact energy to the people that look like you but are not willing to do things that benefit you because they don't want to go away from the positions they are in. I actually blame my people more than the actual white people because they always be in your business and they'll never give you power for free. Look at Palestine, look at Israel. Do you think Palestine wants to be in that position? But why are they still trying to get their home back? And how are they doing it? Are they just doing treaties and signing and sitting and having conversations? We all see what is going on. And also what he said that I really want to also put out, and what I actually believe. They always talk about World War I, World War II. But let me tell you, the next thing that is going to happen, what this man was talking about, it's going to be between Africans and the world. He's actually scared, and they should be, because we are the future. And nothing is going to stop Africa from rising. But then at the end of the day, we are not going to rise by blaming other people. We need to start doing the work. These people are saying that we are growing and, learning the truth. And so they are prepared for what is to come. But what are we preparing ourselves with? Blaming them for always being in our business when they've always been doing that? How about the people that we have in power that look like you, that are not doing things to benefit you? And please don't come to me and tell me on how the good ones are taken down, because what do you expect? You expect these people to just let you develop in an easy way out? Like I said, let's stop with the pretense, because we know what needs to be done. And if we all say the good ones are taken down, then we should also accept that we'll never have a peaceful lifetime as African people, as Black people, because now we need to accept everyone that comes and stands on the truth is taken down. So we will never have good ones, meaning the cycle will always continue to be everyone is a puppet. And if everyone is a puppet, we are never going to grow. Do we ever look into that? Or we are still trying to blame these people? These people, should we still wait for these people to come, like in my country, Uganda, and build us hospitals, build us schools, and change our curriculum, our education that we study? Are we waiting for them to do that? Is this kind of small things that we need to look into and actually understand that our own people that rule us in our nations keep the same systems because they benefit them. And like this white man said, Mr. Beast didn't have to come to do what he did if it was already existing. If the Kenyan government had put up those things for the people, Mr. Beast or these other groups of people that come and offer help would not have that possibility to come and do those things, because they would be in existence. There would be no need for Chinese to come into the country and do those things, because we do receive money, and we need to accept that our governments receive money. Budgets are always read every year. Every year, there is always a budget read with billions and billions of money. But you ask yourself, are they the white people that come and eat that money for us not to even have good hospitals? Investing in our technology, investing in our productions, investing in our resources. Why do we excuse these people that are in power and sign off our own resources to the people that look like this and still want to blame these instead of this? I don't understand it. And yes, these have really done tremendous harm, tremendous horrible things. They really have a bad reputation on them as these people. But let's stop excusing our own people, ourselves, our decisions, our own underdevelopment on these people anymore in 2023. We need to put the energy on these people in power for them to do better for their own people. Because they also hide in the narrative of, oh, it's the fault of these ones always. and they keep on doing the same thing. Look at Congo. It has a president. Our country has a president. Most African countries have presidents. The only time they come to speak up about something that they feel is more concerning, more valuable, is when they are talking about homosexuality, and they are very strong on that. When it comes to other things, then they are nowhere to be seen. When it comes to talking about sex or same sex, they are everywhere in the media saying, no, 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 we have values, we have culture, we have morals, we have this, we are religious. When it comes to developing their own countries, then they are silent. They are silent. Let's try to learn from these people if we want to actually develop as African people, as Black people. I do believe we are going to reach that point because we are on the journey, but we cannot reach that point by excusing us as people and always putting the blame on other people. These are the right places to look at, not these ones anymore. We already know about these ones, but let's focus on these ones. When we focus on these, then these white governments, they will not have anybody to threaten to work for them. I hope it makes sense, guys. I just felt also good that they know we are rising and we are going to reach a point where we are in, in greatness. So I really like that. I really like that. Yeah, guys, that was it for me today in this video. Let me know what you think about this. If I offended you, I'm really okay with my opinions of what I said, but you can tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.